So my YouTube check was, drum roll please. What's up? Welcome back to my channel, and if you have never been here before, welcome. I'm Diana. I'm the creator of Money Boss Mama, and I love to teach women how to save money, pay off debt, and shift their money mindsets. So last year I became debt-free, and for this year I am starting out with a savings goal of $6,000. I'm adding an additional $6,000 to my emergency fund to push it up to 6 to 8 months before I start saving for a down payment on a duplex, because I do want to eventually house hack. And every payday I get paid bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks I do a check-in just to share with you guys what progress I have made towards my emergency fund goal, and I will take you along on my journey of becoming a real estate investor as well. So this video is a little late. It's about 3 days late. I got paid Thursday and it is now Saturday because we just got out of a snowstorm. So things are a little bit crazy, but I still made pretty good progress on my emergency fund. So let me grab my little handy dandy notebook so we can go over the numbers. Okay, so with the last video that I did have my numbers pretty jacked up last time. I will be completely transparent. And I did put that in a comment, but the last balance that my emergency fund was in total was $4,352.77, and I had applied $2,245 towards my $6,000 goal. Last video I did say it was $2,445 because I added in the extra deposit of $200 that I had made twice for some reason. But this time around, I made a deposit or a contribution of $320 because that's what comes out of each paycheck right now. I just take the contributions from my pay from my day job, and it's automatically contributed to my Ally high yield savings account. So my new balance is $4,674.37. So all in all, I now have $2,565 applied to my $6,000 emergency fund goal. So I'm about 43% of the way towards knocking out this goal, pretty close to 50%. Next paycheck, I am going to try to get my total balance to $5,000. So I'm going to have to add like an additional couple of dollars to it to push it up. But I'm super excited because I've said once before, saving is not very fun to me. It's not as fulfilling and thrilling as you knocking down a debt balance. Like, you just get into this mindset where knocking out your debt balances is like super addicting, but saving money is kind of like womp womp. Things are just kind of on the horizon. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but things are just not as exciting, but it's still exciting to be able to keep my money and not give it up to someone else. So I guess that's a pretty good thing. And also, I got my first YouTube check. So I said in a previous video that I became monetized pretty much the first of this year, so in January, and I recently got my first YouTube check for the month of January. So I also wanted to share with you guys, be transparent about how much that was and what I did with the money. So my YouTube check was, drum roll please, $159. To be exact, $159.86. When it comes to the analytics, I have absolutely no idea how many page views I got or anything like that. And to be completely honest, I don't really care. I did not get on YouTube to be some super rich YouTuber. I did not expect to be monetized so fast either. I don't want to sound like an ungrateful brat, but I don't know, being paid it didn't really light me up. I was like, oh, you know, cool, a contribution. But I love the community that I'm building here, and I guess this is just an added bonus. But what I actually did with this YouTube check, I tithe 10%, so I rounded it to $16. I took $30 and I put it in a little sinking fund so me and my kids can go and grab some crab legs, and I threw the rest into my account for Money Boss Mama because I do have a lot of subscriptions that come out every single month to keep everything up and running. So that was how I spent this $159. It was pretty much spent before I got it. But the next YouTube check seems to be double, a little bit more than double this amount. So if anyone's interested, I guess I can dig into the analytics for next time whenever I get the check for February. Just for those who maybe want to start a YouTube account, or you recently started and you kind of want to see maybe what you could be making with a small following. So leave it down in the comments below and I can do that for you next time. But now let's go ahead and get into how much I was able to save in singles from my last paycheck, and now what my singles challenge balance is. If you don't know, I will link my singles challenge video somewhere on the screen. I use a cash envelope system for certain variable expenses. So I use it for my beauty budget, I use it for my personal funds, my household items, and I think that's pretty much it. Just 3 cash envelopes, and anytime I get ones back in change, I will set them aside and save them, and that way I will be able to add more to my emergency fund at the end of the year. So I'm going to share with you guys how much I was able to save this time around. All right, so since I'm a few days late, I'm not going to obviously show myself stuffing my new cash envelopes because I already did that. But once again, I use Fun, Flex is for beauty because I lost my beauty envelope, and household. And I left the ones that I came under budget last pay period. So I'm going to count those out and then put it in here with the rest of these ones that I came under. And I wrote down my balance this time around so that I would remember. But let's go ahead and see how I'm doing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so not bad. That puts me at $67, adding it to this 51. Totally hope my math is right. If not, I will correct it on the screen. So this is what we are looking like so far for this year. And once again, I did say that I was going to probably break it up quarterly just because it makes me a little nervous when the balance starts to increase, leaving it here at home, even though I work from home. But at the end of the year or throughout the year, I will still be adding it to my emergency fund. And once again, I did say I already stuffed my cash envelopes, but I will say for anyone that kind of feels bad when they're knocked off budget, I have literally been eating through my budget. After the snowpocalypse, I have not been to the grocery store yet, and pickup, the times are all booked out. But good thing is that whenever you have a budget, you want to take your behavior into consideration. I know that I hate cooking. I know that sometimes I want to just pick up something to eat. So that's why I have the amount that I have when I budget for my personal funds, because I know I'm just not going to do it. So I budget $120, and I still have about $60, $70 in here. My money's all crumbled up because I just throw it back in here whenever they give it to me, so I'm not holding up the line. But yeah, I have some ones that I already have obviously here, so I can now take those out and separate it into my pouch. That way I am ready to go for next video. But hopefully this was really interesting to some of you and motivate some of you to get started on your own journey, and I will see you guys in the next one.